Welcome to the official channel of Sheikh Hamdan's fans, where we delve into the intricate world of the royal family and the captivating dynamics that unfold. As Sheikh Hamdan storms out of his father's study, the weight of his emotions threatens to consume him. His heart pounds fiercely, like a drumbeat in his chest, as he navigates the opulent corridors of the palace. The echoes of his father's words hang in the air, a haunting reminder of the impossible choice he faces: you will divorce her. But Hamdan's resolve is unwavering. He cannot, will not, abandon the love of his life. As he bursts into his private chambers, the doors slam shut behind him, a testament to the turmoil that rages within. His breath comes in ragged gasps, his eyes burning with unshed tears. The mere thought of losing her is a fate worse than death itself. With trembling hands, Hamdan reaches for the framed photograph on his bedside table, his wife's radiant smile a bittersweet reminder of the love they share. His voice cracks as he whispers, "You are my life, my soul. I cannot live without you." Memories of their laughter-filled moments, the warmth of her embrace, and the adoration in her eyes flood his mind, a poignant reminder of the love that his father demands he sacrifice. But Hamdan knows that his love for her is not a weakness, it is his greatest strength. He will not be swayed by the expectations of duty. He will stand firm in his devotion to her. A soft knock on the door interrupts his reverie, a summons from his father that promises a final confrontation. With a deep breath, Hamdan steels himself for the battle ahead, his jaw set in determination. He knows that his father will demand his obedience, but he is resolute in his refusal. He will face whatever lies ahead, his heart heavy with emotion, but his spirit unbroken. As Hamdan strides through the palace corridors, the marble floors seem to tremble beneath his feet. His heart pounds in his chest, a drumbeat of defiance, as he prepares to face the ultimate test of his conviction. The weight of his decision hangs over him like a sword of Damocles, but he walks with an unwavering purpose, driven by the unshakable knowledge that he will not betray his heart. He will not be swayed by the dictates of duty, nor will he be intimidated by the prospect of losing everything. His love for his wife is a force of nature, a burning fire that cannot be extinguished. He is willing to risk it all, power, title, and legacy, for the sake of this sacred bond. As he approaches his father's study, the guards part like a curtain, revealing the imposing figure of Sheikh Mohammed. The air is heavy with tension, thick with the promise of confrontation. Sheikh Mohammed stands by the window, his back to his son, his hands clasped behind his back like a monarch surveying his kingdom. "I gave you time to think, Hamdan," he says, his voice low and menacing, without turning around. "Have you come to your senses?" Hamdan's response is immediate, his voice firm and resolute, burning with determination. "I have thought about nothing else, Baba. And my answer is the same: I will not divorce her." Sheikh Mohammed's gaze snaps towards his son, his eyes blazing with a fierce intensity. "You would defy me?" he thunders, his voice like a crack of lightning. "You would throw away your name, your future, everything I have built for you, for a woman?" Hamdan steps forward, his voice rising like a challenge. "She is not just a woman," he declares, his words dripping with conviction. "She is my everything. She is the very essence of my existence, the spark that ignites my soul. A man can possess all the power and riches in the world, but without the warmth of love, he is nothing but a hollow shell. I am bound to her by an unbreakable thread, Baba. To betray her would be to betray myself." Sheikh Mohammed's expression hardens, his voice slicing through the air like a razor's edge. "Love is not enough, Hamdan. But I know that love is everything. It is the foundation upon which empires rise and fall. It is the whispered promise in the dead of night, the gentle touch that soothes the savage beast." My father's words are laced with the weight of experience, the scars of love and loss etched upon his face like a map of the soul. But I will not be swayed. I will not be deterred. For I know that true strength lies not in abandoning love, but in fighting for it, in clinging to it with every fiber of my being. The silence between us is a palpable thing, a living, breathing entity that pulses with tension. Then, with a slow, deliberate movement, my father walks to his desk, his eyes never leaving mine. He picks up a document, the divorce papers, and extends them to me, his voice low and final. "Sign," he commands. Hamdan's gaze locks onto the papers in his father's hand, his chest constricting like a vice. His fingers curl into fists, his breathing shallow, as he stands at the precipice of a decision that will forever alter the course of his life. The weight of his father's expectation, the anticipation of the guards, and the scrutiny of the world all converge upon him, yet he remains resolute. With a quiet defiance, Hamdan takes a step back, his voice firm and unwavering. "No," he declares, the single syllable a testament to his unshakable conviction. Sheikh Mohammed's expression darkens, his grip on the papers tightening, as he issues a warning that hangs in the air like a challenge. But Hamdan stands firm, his chin lifted, his voice unflinching. "I am not testing you, Baba," he asserts. "I am making my choice. I love her, and I will not leave her, not for you, not for anyone." The room plunges into a suffocating silence, as if the very fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. For the first time in his life, Hamdan has dared to defy his father, to draw a line that he refuses to cross. Sheikh Mohammed's response is a dagger to the heart, a pronouncement that cuts deep. "Then you are no longer my son." The words strike with the force of a hurricane, yet Hamdan stands unwavering, his heart heavy, but "If that is the price I must pay for love," he declares, his voice soft yet firm, "then so be it." With a quiet dignity, he turns and walks away, leaving behind the only life he has ever known. The corridors of the palace seem to stretch on forever, a labyrinth of uncertainty, yet Hamdan walks with a sense of purpose, his heart guided by the love that defines him. As he enters his chambers, his wife's anxious expression greets him, a reflection of the turmoil that rages within. "Hamdan, what did he say?" she asks, her voice barely above a whisper. Hamdan's gaze locks onto hers, his chest tightening as he takes slow steps toward her. Finally, he exhales, his voice low and firm, a testament to the love that has become his guiding force. As he reveals the ultimatum delivered by his father, her eyes widen in horror, her lips parting in a silent scream. She takes a tentative step forward, her voice barely above a whisper. "And you, Hamdan?" His gaze locks onto hers, his eyes burning with an unyielding passion. He gently cradles her face, his touch igniting a fire that threatens to consume them both. "I chose you," he declares, his voice low and husky. "Every time, in every life, I would choose you. Let the world strip me bare, let them take everything from me. I will never let them take you." Her tears fall like rain, streaming down her cheeks as she clutches his hands, her voice shaking. "Hamdan, you gave up everything for me." His response is a gentle whisper, a soothing balm to her ravaged soul. "Not just for you, my love. For us. For my heart. You are my soul, my strength. Without you, I am nothing." As she buries herself in his arms, he holds her close, his hands stroking her back, his heart beating in perfect harmony with hers. In this moment, nothing else exists, only their love, a flame that burns bright and true, a beacon of hope in a world that seeks to tear them apart. But Hamdan knows that this is only the beginning. His father will not accept his defiance without a fight. The world will not make this easy for them. He has turned his back on everything he was raised to be, and the consequences will be severe. Yet, as he holds her close, breathing in her warmth, feeling the steady rhythm of her heart against his chest, he knows that he would make this choice again and again. For love is worth fighting for, and for her, he will fight till his last breath. The storm begins, a tempest of passion and defiance that will shake the very foundations of their world. Hamdan holds his wife close, his fingers weaving through her hair as she clings to him, her silent tears dampening his shoulder. He knows what he has lost, his father's name, his position, his legacy. But standing here with her in his arms, he knows that he has also won. He has chosen love over power, and no empire in the world is worth more than the woman in his embrace. A sharp knock on the door shatters the fragile silence, a harbinger of the turmoil that is to come. Hamdan's jaw tightens, his arms instinctively tightening around his wife. She pulls away slightly, looking up at him with fearful eyes. "Who could it be?" she whispers. Hamdan's response is a low growl, a warning that he is ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Perhaps someone sent by Baba with his final command.